Talks at Fatherland.
Hello and welcome back to Talks at Fatherland. Today we'll be talking about the Anglo-Zulu War of 1879. And with me on this topic is... We're so happy to have you.
My pleasure.
And I remain your host, Fiona Nanna. Now without further ado, let's delve into today's questions. Now, Mr. Chibuzor, what sparked the Anglo-Zulu War in 1879? And how did the geopolitical landscape contribute?
Okay, so basically what sparked the war was the British trying to colonize Zululand, which is currently the present South Africa now. So they gave an ultimatum to the Zulu king, Cetshwayo, and told him around December 1878, telling him that he should disband the Zulu army, you understand, based on they're coming into the Zulu tribe to take over the place. So if their armies, because back then, the Cetshwayo king himself was 6 inches, 6 feet 6 inches tall.
That was a lot of height.
And he was weighing like more than 100 and something kg. You know, so he's like a giant.
How do you bring that down?
So, and based on that fact, he might be the biggest, but other can be like 6 and stuff. So their strength alone was too much for the British army, you understand? Yeah. So they needed him to disband the army. So he refused, be that he wanted the sovereignty of his Zulu Kingdom and independence of his kingdom. So at January, as of January, they gave it to them on December. So January, maybe when they're shouting Happy New Year, January 1879. So they came and invaded them, causing war between them. That's what sparked the war between them, because they wanted to disband them and colonize the Zulu Kingdom. Exactly.
Interesting. So, like, how did the Zulu warriors, right, armed with their traditional, should I say weapons or something? Outmaneuver the British with modern firearms in battles like the island Iwana and Rockers Drift?
So, first there, they were, as you said, they armed themselves with spears, shields, and all this. With even outdated firearms, they had firearms with outdated ones. Remember all those ones that we shoot one and load 5 hours later?
Okay, like the gunpowder.
So they had outdated firearms and stuff. So, and due to that, they know it's your terrain. Somebody comes to your house and to fight you. You say you have advantage. You understand? They have strength. They are strong. They have speed, because it's their terrain, because they normally hunt, they run, so they have the speed, they have the agility, they have the strength, and they have the war tactics, because they have always been fighting. Let's be frank, we said they will be fighting wars within themselves, you understand? So they know how to fight within their kingdom. So according to the research I made, there is a particular tactic which is the horn of the buffalo. You understand? Whereby if you see where maybe a lion is attacking buffalo and the other want to help, they will circle the person, then use their horn to face the buffaloes. That's exactly what they did. So they ran the British army and faced them, you understand, and moving in little by little, killing the British, overtaking them.
Like, didn't they have like shield and stuff?
Like, it's my terrain, it's my house. I know where to hide. You will not see me.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, so they eat themselves, and they're fast also. So they know how to maneuver with their speed and everything. So that's how they were able to have advantage over the British in the war.
Okay. Yeah. So how did the personalities of key leaders like King Cetshwayo and Lord Chelmsford shape the course of the war?
So, due to the Zulu Kingdom, that's their chief, King Cetshwayo, was determined on keeping his Zulu Kingdom to Zulu. Understand? Not get invaded, or want to see maintain their independence and their sovereignty. So his resistance and his willpower not to accept being colonized by this, and gave his warriors confidence that their leader is with them, and it boosted their confidence. You understand? Judah is a master strategist. He knows how to organize his people. He knows how to make them. He knows the tactics to use for a particular situation. So they trusted him. You understand? Which gave them the confidence to fight. You understand? That is one. Then for the Chelmsford, first of all, he underestimated the power of the Zulu Kingdom, their might and their tactics. So he splitted his army to go and conquer bit by bit. You understand? So when he got the report that the Zulu warriors are wiping them away, you understand? So that underestimation of the power of the Zulu warriors, you understand, actually added to making the war, to ignite the war and make it go further, because the Zulu people were motivated to fight with their tactics and their terrain, but the British people splitting up their armies to go fight these things was so, so I'll call it arrogance and this, belittling the Zulu warriors, and which caused them to lose their forces before, because there's sometimes like, okay, when you realize I started working with making them together to fight, they were able to hold their ground with their discipline and the way they fire and all those things. They actually conquered some places, but due to the Zulu people know their tribe, they fight.
The Zulus are determined.
Yeah,
like,
they're motivated. Yes,
motivated
exactly.
on
It's
all
their
levels.
Land. It's their land.
You know, you
Yeah.
can't come to my home and
Come and take over.
You get that kind of
Exactly,
thing.
exactly. So that's why.
So how did the Battle of Ulundi impact the outcome of the war and the fate of the British Empire and the Zulu Kingdom?
So that Lundi War, that place, that particular place where they fought battle, that's where the Zulu Kingdom, the Zulu tribe, lost their battle, which made the British colonize them. You understand? So that was the place they lost their war, and immediately they lost the war and stuff like that. The British now took over the place, started expanding, and took over the Zulu tribe and Zulu Kingdom, which is now because they needed to win that Zulu tribe to be able to go into Southern Africa and conquer them, because that was the main problem. So they had to. So after they won that place, they started destabilizing Zulu, breaking into cells and regions so that they cannot come together or join forces with the other Southern African countries or Southern African regions to fight the British. So they actually lost the battle at that Zulu place. That's right.
So tell us about the post-war, right? How did the British handle Zululand's administration, and what were the long-term consequences for the Zulu people?
So the British split. They actually separated the region into smaller cells. You understand, and give them leaders. You understand, imposing taxes on them. You understand, making them. You know, when they impose taxes on them, making them work. You understand, to pay up the tax.
Yes.
You understand, because they have already colonized them and stuff like that, and they started introducing their own beliefs, their own ways, making them forget their traditional ways, making them live their own traditional beliefs. So, and in the long run, still it affected them in the sense that they lost their tradition, they lost their ways, they lost their belief. You understand? We British imposed their ways on the Zulu tribe, and which made them started working according to the way the British wanted and every other thing. That's how it happened.
Thank you so much for shedding so much light on the Anglo-Zulu War of 1879. And with this, we've come to the end of this episode. Please work with the Fatherland Foundation by making your donations. Click on the link below or visit www.fatherlandfoundation.org to make your donations. Till next time, I remain your host, Fiona Nanna. Bye for now.